Sorry, Famous, but that boss really annoyed me. Otherwise, I'd still be playing Tekken. I would have accepted your challenge. Three and 44 against 3-0. I have 2 knockout wins. Maurice has 2 knockout wins. I wish you could hit like the tab button so you could go back to see the tail of the tape. Yeah, he needs a new job. Imagine how I felt being 0-4. That'd have been like the comeback of the century to turn that around.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
All right.
Let's go.
Like you're just standing there like you don't want to hit me? That's fine. Tear that body up here. I definitely am a lot more cautious now. Definitely am a lot more cautious. And always cautious when you're booting up the game for the first time, I feel. Hey, after the bell. Alright, your first round, swelling on the right side, protect your body, yeah, I'll work on that. But, very happy with the first round, pretty sure we won that round. That should have just been a straight right there. Okay. Alright, let me back up. Boy, boy. Nice body shot there. Okay, you got my attention. Yeah, tried to take it at the end. Keep going for the swelling on the right. They're still not picking up the straight. Keep going. Pretty sure we lost that round. It should be even. Ooh, boy. Alright, see, getting into a little bit of a slugfest there. Just back up. Push me away. Try to push me away. No, you get on the ground, sir. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Well, we know we've won this round as long as we don't do anything stupid. Leaning in a lot. I should be able to just pound them with. Really just body shots at this point. And slow those legs down. Yep, that's pretty much the eval here. Just stand up, stay on your feet. That's it. Dominated round 3. So just fight defensive, make him come to me, but make sure that I keep good flow. Just make sure that I stay in the center of the ring. If you want to go toe-to-toe, we can go toe-to-toe. I don't want you to, but we can. Yeah, he's a lot more aggressive. As he should be, because he has no choice. All about those body shots right now. We're just gonna salt this one away. That'll do it. If you're not gonna come at me, cool. GG's. By decision. Unanimous. Captain Falcon, heck yeah, you would. Maybe that's what I should have named my guy. See if I could have had Punch be my nickname. And we still won that round too, so not bad. I'll take that. Uninstall the game. So straights, a lot more straights. Still way too many hooks and uppercuts. That's on me. Way too many punches. I need to stop being so punch drunk. Nice, fairness. Now look, you guys know I don't get into Twitter beef. And you know there's some people that I don't pay any attention to at all because they're not worth the time, right? We all have that understanding, right? But Kevin Durant had a tweet yesterday that legit made me laugh out loud. Would you like to hear the tweet? Because I thought it was hilarious. So, I have to pull it up so I can see the original tweet because I have this person blocked. So, I'm going to read the tweet and you're going to know who it was said by. The more I watch him at age 36, the more he, and then has in parentheses KD because he didn't tag him, looks mentally semi-retired to me. You know who they're talking. You know who said this. If you don't know, it's someone that I have blocked, so it might be a little more obvious who said it. Um, David would be correct. It was Skip. And then Durant's response is fucking hilarious. Fuck it. We're both washed. It was a great run. At Real Skip Bayless. Legit burst out laughing. I'm like, that is evil. That is fucking hilarious though. Like, damn. It's crazy, isn't it? Skip Bayless was, I don't know what the ratings were between First Take and Undisputed, but legitimately, after the whole thing with Skip and Shannon, Skip has just been on a free fall. And granted, Skip's older. He's on the tail end of his media career. Like his podcast is failing. Like he's not, obviously, if you guys don't know, he's not on Undisputed anymore. They have, I believe, so Emmanuel Acho with the faculty. What Acho, James Jones, Shady McCoy, and a former Mizzou quarterback that I can't think of. Oh, Chase Daniel. Took me a minute. Um, and it sucks. Mainly because I can't take like this is the one thing I hate. I hate the whole narrative of this is something that I do not agree with. And it's not because I am not a professional athlete. It's just I hate the belief that in order to speak on professional sports, you have to be a professional athlete. Like, I'm not stupid. I've played basketball. And even if I didn't, I still understand the game of basketball. I can learn that from watching. To tell me that I'm not able to have an informed opinion because I didn't play is crazy because you consistently see people that have played that have terrible opinions and terrible takes, and they are former athletes. Case in Exhibit A, LaShawn McCoy. He has some terrible takes. And I hate that it's, well, I played, so I know what I'm talking about. That does not that does not have to be true. You would like professional athletes to be able to speak on stuff because they have extra insight that I wouldn't have because I didn't play. You know, I didn't play in the NBA. So there's stuff behind the scenes maybe that I don't know about or stuff that happens during a game, nuances of the game that I may not know about because I'm not a pro athlete. But to tell me that I can't watch and come to conclusions based on the things that I see is crazy. There's middle ground there. Analysts, it's a broad term, but it's a weird one for me. Oh boy, I'll have to check that out. Um, man, because like I watch a lot of football. I watch a lot of tape on football. I watch more tape on football, honestly, than I even watch football. And I'm talking about watching the games. I spend more time watching Bucks tape than I actually do watching the game. I'll watch the Bucks game once and then I'll watch the tape of the game multiple times. I'm trying to look at things, formations, tendencies, how did this play, how did this play end up becoming a big play? What was the look defensively? Safety high, zone, did they blitz? Was it a hot? Like all kinds of things. I love to analyze stuff like that. Could I talk football at a higher level? Sure. That doesn't mean I know more football than, say Peyton Manning, but it also doesn't mean that someone who like that I can't talk about it just because I didn't play. One of the things about YouTube that makes things interesting because you do also have, casuals, I guess we'll call ourselves, that don't play pro sports that have wild takes too. I think that annoys athletes. But we're just in an era where everything is criticized. So it is what it is. Like Durant, it kills me because the Suns have a lot of problems. How big of a problem is Durant? Does he play part of a role in them losing? Sure. But Durant is not, like, let's not act like Durant is the reason why the Suns are losing. There's a lot of things going on in Phoenix. Team construction, whatever the hell is going on with Bradley Beal. And defensively, they have some flaws and weaknesses defensively and rebounding. So there's a lot going on, but to act like, hey, because it kills me. Like if Durant scores 40, the argument's going to be, well, if he would have scored 44, they would have won. Well, why can't they just play better defense? Why can't they just stop turning the ball over? What, against the T Wolves, didn't they turn the ball over 23 times? Why can't they just stop doing that? Why does everything have to be on Durant? It's like it's disingenuous to do that, and I know it's because hey, he's the best player on the team. Sorry, Booker, and it's more popular, and it's going to get more. It's either one, it's a old school mentality of the superstar is the reason why you win or lose, which is not the case. It's a team effort why you win or lose, unless you have a LeBron Dallas finals moment. We can talk about that. But even then, they still could have won the finals without LeBron playing well. They didn't have to blow game two. Game four, I think, was close, and they couldn't pull it out. So, I mean, they still had their opportunity even with LeBron not playing great. But it's so if like with him, it's disingenuous because I know he's doing it because hey, what is going to get more traction in social media? Talking about Durant or talking about the other things going on with the Suns? The other things aren't going to be as popular. It's Durant because he's the lightning rod. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot, and talking about him, good or bad, is going to get more viewership. We know that. I just had to get that off my chest because man, I was dying. I was like up at 6:30 in the morning because I couldn't sleep because of my shoulder, and I saw that, and I just, yeah, I was dying. This is why I like baseball though, because baseball has so many like analytics go deep. Basketball does too, but baseball I think is the one that people are more comfortable with. Because I feel like basketball has always been more of an eye test. Like I don't care what the analytics say. What's the eye test say? Versus baseball, because we are under the assumption more that stars can't win alone, we're more willing to look in baseball more in depth as to why a team's not winning. It's not simply, well, Judge isn't hitting well. If Judge was hitting better, the team will win. Or if, you know, Goldie was hitting better or Arenado was hitting better, the Cardinals will win. Like that's just a simple take, but there's a bunch of stats that you could look at to say, well, maybe they're not hitting bad as we think they are, but other players aren't pulling their weight either. Defensively, other players may not be pulling their weight. Pitching, they may not be pulling their weight, and we're more willing to look into that versus basketball. I feel like it's more the world revolves around the superstars, so that's where everything is focused on. What everything is focused on. Frame's gonna make me watch that fight again so I can listen. Well, honestly, a lot of times when I watch boxing fights, I watch it with the volume off, so I'm not influenced. Football, I don't care because football, I can't really be influenced because you can tell me, but I'm like, well, let me see the replay. Hey, a new coach trade unlocked. Been fighting really well recently, and all that hard work is paying off. I have an extra trick or two to show you if you have the time. Okay, what you got? Oh, that is a tier 1 trade. See, look at this. Increase punches, damage of punches known to the body by 15, bombs away. Damage of thrown punches by 10 is a passive, and then the negative is reduces the accuracy. And then we're looking for that higher affinity one. Not bad. Wonder if you can level up traits. But regardless, I'll take the dub. Health recovery at 64, stamina plus 8, 60. And then defense, gonna have to work on some other stuff too. Alright. So something new, I'll take that. Advance a week. Get the weight back down. We're good there. Max trained at 70. Let's look at the next fight. What do we got here? It reminds me of watching a Cowboys game. No offense to Moose Johnson. But when Moose and Aikman would call games, Moose would be so. It's like, bro, I understand the Cowboys used to play for him, and I understand the Cowboys are playing in this game. There is another team playing too. Like we can acknowledge something else that's happening. Some of the games with Moose calling were unbearable, absolutely unbearable. All right, this guy's from Vegas. Stance is unorthodox. Reaches 69. He's 5'9". Ringcraft is 1. He's 6-22. Back-to-back TKO wins, majority decision, so not unanimous. All right. So this was something that I learned. Oh, he has an injury to his calf. Huh. There's something I learned here. I can have my manager do it, or I can negotiate myself. And if I negotiate myself, the max week for training, max number of weeks for training would be 6. That's a big deal. So your purse goes down, but it allows me to be able to have more time to train to make sure that I am better off. I'll do 5 this time. Actually, no, I won't. I have to do it next week. All right. I don't know why I backed out of that. Oh. All right then. Took a fight with someone else then, I guess. We'll go with. I don't want to jump up to Billy. He's 66 rated overall. I don't want to jump up to him just yet. Shin splints. Go Malik. So yeah. Fight at the boxing club. We'll do 5 weeks. Accepted. Must have really needed it. Take 70% of the purse. I mean, people are here to see me. Not some dude who's 10 and 18. Just saying. Purse gets 90%. Basically, he's a sacrificial lamb. Yeah, imagine if it went by faster. I can't get into this gym now. Because I don't have enough money. Gotta build up my money again. Alright, cool. So, media. Let's live stream the game. Let's train for yoga. Boost that health. Weight's good, energy's good, but fight sharpness is low. Let's go health regeneration. Trying to build into being a more defensive fighter. Guarding for sure. Look at that go from 52 to 55. And we'll be undertrained for this fight, but it's fine. A little undertrained, but we're good with the weight. And we're good with energy. So sharpness will be a little bit low. That's okay. Live stream the fight on Twitch. If you don't know who they are, I can direct you to where you need to go. I myself am happy with Jim Edmonds. I feel like a lot of times when we get an Edmonds card, it's usually an Angel before it's a Cardinal, and that rubs some Cardinal fans the wrong way. But I'll take it. And obviously I'm going to use him. And then the live series collection is Larry Walker. So in theory, I'll have 2 Cardinal outfielders as I start my grind to be the #1 fan.
Let's do it.
Yep. Lance Berkman. Andrew Miller. Matt Holliday. Like, there's my outfield right there. And then I think what the collection reward for the Tigers was Sheffield. There we go. Sorry, controller. Like one-man boycott. Got that extra tag in. I'm sure there's others that we're going to get to. The way they were talking about it, they imply that there's others that are on the way. Better put them hands up, bro. Great shot to put them down. They felt that all right. Stay on alert. It's only the first round. Imagine if Pujols came back. I mean, at some point, I imagine we'd get Ichiro, right? Like, I feel like Ichiro is for sure. I still kind of would love a Scott Rowland, but I can't rule it out. I'm not sure how this game feels. I don't hate it. So especially as a fight night guy, it just seems natural. About keeping your hands down. Like, I don't think the game is bad. I think that there's some things that could be better to make it there's room for improvement, we'll say that. And I do know it's the first, maybe we'll get I don't know if we'll get a sequel, but I do enjoy the game, but it's definitely not perfect. I can definitely feel the misses here. There's also what Famous says, I'm so used to walking that way. Because I'm used to playing with a right-handed boxer. Hey, stop being cheap. They're looking pretty fresh. Be careful these last few rounds. Very close, but we are still winning. Use a slip to land counter. Slip's always hard for me because I never think about that. Body's gonna get me in trouble though. Putting your face out there. Just won this last round, should have it in the bag. Alright. Took a little too Too much to the face there. But that early knockdown got me in good shape. Beat Tyson. Tyson will one punch me. Still think that's one of the greatest things that I've seen on Twitch, 2D playing Fight Night, and legitimately, first punch, knocked out Tyson. Because see, I'm blocking up, but I can still punch out of it. Like, everyone that night was so amped for that fight because we knew like that was going to be the big fight of the night. And then 2D KO'd this man with the first punch. Now, the rematch was a good fight, but yeah, just the shock of that first one. I do like the impact of the punch. I also like the impact of getting punched. You feel that too. Those flash knockdowns hurt. Split decision. Really? Really? I thought that was unanimous. What's that fight card? Matthew King needs to be fired. I lost the second round. Pretty sure I won that round. I know I lost the last two. Hmm.